Hey everybody, I hope that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you're safe. This week's been just the weirdest, hasn't it? I mean, I've had this thing in my head, producing content for you all to enjoy, and in the back of my mind is everything that's going on in my own country and also everything that's going on around the world. And it's tough to find clarity at this point, isn't it? It's tough to know what is okay, what is not okay, to know where to focus your energy. And if you're like me, I think I probably feels like I've worked 60 hours this week just because my mind has been elsewhere and I've just been focusing on trying to produce content, and creativity has been really low. So apologies if the content this week has been a little off-piste. It certainly has felt that way for me. But I'm glad that it's the weekend because everybody needs a break. Everybody needs a rest. And in case those of you are wondering, yes, I know it's a Sunday, but I am taking today off. It's actually Friday when I'm recording this. I'm wearing the same t-shirt I did in yesterday's 10, so that's how you know. Recorded on the same day. Anyway, for today's video, I want to talk to you about the inner tubes. I mean, the internet. I want to talk to you about how people can be viewed and understood online, and something that's really been in the forefront of my mind, something that I've been super cognizant about this week, is how does Twitter make you look? Or rather, how do you appear on Twitter to other people? Those who follow me on @AMinorJourney will know that my own personal Twitter account is an eclectic mix. Sometimes I get very political, sometimes I get very angry. Sometimes I will be very irrelevant in my Twitter posts. Other times I'll be very focused on myself. Sometimes I'll be focused on other people. And we have obviously the Transport Evolved Twitter account that if you want to follow Transport Evolved, you go and follow that. And I make it very clear that my personal Twitter account is not the company Twitter account. It's my personal Twitter account. But I sometimes make tweets that relate to my company, Transport Evolved. And of course, the other person who does that is Elon Musk, whose Twitter account has got him in a lot of trouble over the past. He's got in trouble with the SEC. He's got in trouble in general just because of the way he says things sometimes on Twitter. And probably in the last 2 or 3 months, while coronavirus has been ongoing, we've seen Elon Musk's Twitter account take a very unexpected turn. In some respects, he has been accused of male rights activism. In other accounts. I'm trying to get my words right. He's been accused of spreading falsehoods about COVID-19, about the pandemic, about how to deal with it. And of course, he's raged at Alameda County and other people along the line. Now, a lot of people who follow Elon Musk on Twitter appear to remain supportive of him, but others have said that the way he's been reacting to people and the way he's been treating people online has changed their perspective of him, in a good way or in a bad way. And it got me wondering, where do you sit on that line? Do you follow Elon Musk on Twitter? And if you do, what do you make of some of the things he's been saying lately? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? Obviously, the last couple of weeks have been primarily focused, in terms of Elon Musk's attention on Twitter, on the SpaceX launch, which I meant to mention in yesterday's show, but I didn't. It was a phenomenal launch. I watched it with my wife. We sat down and we had like a little meal while we watched the launch, and it was phenomenal and fantastic. And I am so proud of everybody involved in that. That was such an achievement. Kind of the highlight of the previous week after all of the terrible news, to be able to successfully send two people into the ISS in a rocket that can be reused, in a spacecraft that can be reused, in a privately owned spacecraft, which is just mind-blowing. We've never had anything like that before. And so, a lot of Elon's tweets had been focused on SpaceX and the launch. But now that's happened, we're starting to see some more of the tweets that maybe we wouldn't 6 months ago have characterized as being Elon Musk. He's talking about attacking Amazon. He's talking about effectively kind of the fake news mantra and some other stuff. And does that affect the way that you feel about Tesla, about Elon Musk? Had you already made your mind up? Does this kind of prove to you your convictions, either a pro or a con, when it comes to him as a person and the company? And should we be using his personal Twitter account to pass judgment on a company? Should we be trying to separate those two things? And moreover, those of us who own a company, those of us who run a company and have a Twitter account for our company and then have a personal account, is it enough to say that it is my personal account and these views are my own? Are the things that I say on my personal Twitter that affect your view of this channel? It's a really long and interesting discussion, and I'd love to have it with you guys. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You can support us using Patreon or Ko-fi, as per usual. I'd like to thank everybody who does support the channel, because without you guys, it wouldn't be possible to make content, and you really have come through for me and the rest of the team in the last couple of months. I think it's going to take a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months, to get back to any kind of normalcy, and maybe we don't even know what normal is anymore. You can probably tell by watching me, by reading my body language. I know I was a bit off yesterday earlier today when I recorded 10, that I have just about had enough of the world right now. And so I'm going to take a break today and tomorrow, or rather tomorrow and Sunday. So yesterday and today. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with more content for you all to enjoy. But until then, look after yourselves, be kind to each other, and keep evolving.